Folks, I'm sorry about that audio. Again, we need to keep checking and make sure the audio is located here because they keep messing with us. AI, I hate it. Anyway, folks, there's been a major earthquake in Tonga, in the Hihifo region of Tonga. This is 46 miles west-northwest of Hihifo, Tonga today. This occurred 1 hour ago. It was a 7.4 major earthquake. Since then, it has been upgraded to a 7.6. A 7.6. Allegedly, this occurred 4 hours ago. We got the notification 1 hour ago. Again, a major earthquake in the Hihifo region of Tonga near the capital of Tonga, 46 miles away from the capital of Tonga. Now, folks, this was a major earthquake. Okay? No two ways about it. Anything over a 7.0 is considered to be a major earthquake. Folks, with that major earthquake, there has been no tsunami warning issued. Again, there has been no tsunami warning issued. There is a tsunami buoy in active mode over in the Tonga Samoa region right now as we speak. However, the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration has said that there is no tsunami warning issued. I checked all the major areas from Tonga all the way west over to Western Asia. I checked over in Hawaii. I checked Central and South America, and I checked North America to Alaska. There is no tsunami warning issued. Okay? This was a shaker, and folks, this has been a shaker, to say the very least. This is only, let me bring it up again. This shaker, guys, major earthquake that it is. Folks, this is a big deal. Okay? This is a very big deal. There has been an aftershock of a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, and it is not the only one. It is by far not the only one. Now, I'm still getting information that this happened about 1 hour ago at 12:02 p.m. Eastern Time, 59 miles west-northwest of Hihifo, Tonga. This is at a depth of 130.6 miles deep. 130.6 miles deep. So this was a relatively shallow earthquake. Okay? Now, why was there no tsunami warning issued? Let me explain this. Okay? Let me explain this so you might understand it. When we have a major earthquake, and we are expecting a Cascadia megathrust earthquake up in the Pacific Northwest, we've explained this before. When some major earthquakes like that happen, it is something that would happen at the ocean floor. The ocean floor would dive down or go up. In either case, the ocean water would fill that void. Whether the plate goes up or down, the ocean water would fill that void. And when it does that, the ocean water would come off the beach and go out to sea to fill that void. Then, once that water rushes out to sea, it also goes back. It comes back with a vengeance, causing a tsunami, a huge tidal wave. Now, this is not the case in Tonga today. This earthquake was deep enough where that is not even the possibility. This earthquake came 130 kilometers down. That is down into the asthenosphere, where the plastic magma is. There's magma down there, guys, and it's rushing beneath the crust of the earth. Now, if you will imagine, the crust of the earth down there in the asthenosphere has mountains and valleys, peaks and valleys. The magma hits one of those peaks at a certain rate and at a certain point that causes an earthquake. And I believe that's what happened. Okay? It hit a peak down there in the asthenosphere that caused the earth to shake. Okay? It caused the earth to shake. And not just that. Okay? We had another mild, well, I shouldn't even say mild. It was a minor CME the other day. And the plasma energy has hit Earth, which is heating up the plates. Heating up all the gunk and grime that holds those plates together. And when it heats that up, all that gunk and grime that's held those plates together becomes warm and hot. And it turns all that gunk and grime to an oily, greasy substance that allows those plates to move more quickly and easily. That also causes the earthquakes. And that may very well be what happened here today. Okay? And I'm going to do more research on it and see exactly what happened. Okay? But we've had a major earthquake in Tonga, a 7.6 magnitude earthquake. It was first came out as a 7.4. There's now been at least a 5.1 large earthquake aftershock. Now, folks, don't get me wrong. That's what USGS wants us to believe. I will pull more records between now and this evening that are probably going to show many, many, many aftershocks. When we get an earthquake of this size, it's not just one aftershock. Especially at the beginning. There's many, many, many aftershocks that happen. And we're going to show that tonight. Does anybody have any questions about anything we've said now, or any other questions that you'd like answered at this point in time? I'm leaving it open to the chat here. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, we don't have any questions about that. Okay, I want to touch on another subject that we will elaborate on a little bit later today. Earlier today, there were two news conferences held. One by the United States Congress, Congressional Investigation Committee, in regards to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, President Biden. They're doing a news conference, and that news conference, well, it's over now. I witnessed the news conference myself, beginning to end. But what happened was they are investigating them for improprieties. Okay? Getting money from other nations, including our enemies. And those people giving our enemies information in return for the money. Okay, that has happened. They have documents to prove it. Okay, that's number one. The big other thing, and Diana Large says she has a question here, we are not seeing any damage in Tonga right now. Right now, immediately now. However, that may change as the day goes on. We have not got any preliminary reports of damage in Tonga. Now, this major earthquake was off the coast of Hihifo, Tonga. That's the capital of Tonga. So if there's any damage, there's going to be some, I would imagine. Okay? This is only 46 miles off the coast. For the major part, a lot of the energy was absorbed by the ocean water. However, this may not be totally the case at this point in terms of damage from this earthquake. We'll see what happens. Now, the other issue I want to talk about is the border crisis. Secretary of Homeland Security Mayorkas took to the podium just about 30 minutes ago, and he said that there should be no big anxious run at the border. The Title 42 expires at 11:54 Thursday night, tomorrow night. That means sometime either before midnight or after midnight, we have 750,000 people that are lined up to rush the border. Now, we have troops from the National Guard that have been put up at the border in Texas and even in Arizona. The President of the United States issued an order for 1,500 National Guard troops to go to the border. But Governor Abbott of Texas had issued an executive order coming out of the governor's office for all National Guard troops to report to the border. They put up razor wire, as I showed last night. But they're also going to try to inhibit the unlawful, undocumented migrants from illegally entering the United States. Now, while that's the case, the smugglers, the cartels, have a pathway that has been established into the United States for unlawful entry. They've been doing that for some time. Mayorkas is saying that he is going to stop that. That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. We will see what happens after tomorrow night. This is not going to be pretty. Mayorkas and Homeland Security in general have said that they have a hand on the unlawful immigration, but the numbers prove otherwise. The gotaways prove otherwise, and the captures prove otherwise. The captures equal the gotaways. Anybody that was captured, all those numbers also match the gotaways. So this is going to continue. Mayorkas seems to think that he and his people have an instant answer. They don't. They may have a partial answer for part of the problem on a pathway to come in legally to the United States, but I would say, from my observations as a federal police officer down there in the 90s and what I have seen during the 2000s after I transferred to Denver, and all my conversations with Customs Border Protection and the Border Patrol and other agents down there at the border of the Texas law enforcement, guess what? It's continuing. It's continuing. Jeanette says Mayorkas needs to be prosecuted. I agree. All of these people need to be arrested and prosecuted. G. Eflin says Texas sent all National Guard from Texas. That's true. She says that's excellent. Are they needed elsewhere? Probably. Are other states helping? To some extent. We have a Democratic governor in Arizona. I don't think she's doing too much to help. She's in Biden's pocket. She may have put a handful of people in Arizona, and the same thing in California. Another governor is in charge down there who is in Biden's back pocket. They have even put out the message that it's okay to enter. California is a sanctuary state. Arizona was not until now. I have not heard anything out of the Arizona's governor's office since she took office about reversing the sanctuary state. I don't think Arizona is a sanctuary state. However, it doesn't mean too much. Okay? Jay Heflin says the entire administration needs to be removed. You're right. But we will get into this tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, but tonight when we come on the air. I just wanted to give you a heads up about what I've seen and heard today. Does anybody have any questions? Wolfman says we're in trouble. You're right. We are in real trouble. Okay? And I haven't even touched on even a tenth of it. Okay? That's what's going on. Jay Eflin says nobody voted for that Arizona governor. You're right. I believe it's a farce, just like the Biden election. And I probably shouldn't have said that word either. Does anybody have any questions about this earthquake? Okay, guys, we're going to end this broadcast now. I just wanted to give you an update about what's going on with this earthquake. It was a major earthquake, and we will have more information tonight about that. I hope you have a good day and a better tonight and tomorrow. We will see you around the corner. Have a good day, everybody. See ya. Bye.